let's swing an episode. Backseat of my Jeep, let's swing an episode. Backseat of my Jeep, let's swing an episode. Backseat of my Jeep, let's swing an episode.
What's good, man? Back with another episode, man. It feels good to be back, man. COVID had everything messed up. We back at it, though, man. Before we get into it, man, we got to shout out to our sponsors over at Sweet Nothings, man. They hooked us up with some Jello shots, man. They got cupcakes, all your whatever you need, like all your little nice pastries, custom.
Yes, sir.
Man, she looked out for us, man. Shout out to Tracy over at Sweet Nothings. We're going to put the information up, all her Instagram and all that, so y'all can get in contact with her, so y'all can get hooked up too, man. They go down. But yeah, man, shout out to everybody, the whole backseat of the V fam, man, coming back, Ashley, Amber, Dana, and our new co-host, man. Go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
Yeah, I go by Biggz. Somebody have me at different aliases, but y'all know where to find me.
Yeah,
Selfish
man.
University.
Selfish University. Y'all gonna see that in a minute. Y'all gonna see why he here. But shit, man, what's been going on? I know everybody been cramped up, everything opening up, man. We getting back at it, man. The world is crazy, man. How you feel about this COVID and everything opening back up?
Man, I feel refreshed. Like, I've been waiting for this moment. Honestly, I feel like we needed the little break that we had. I know rather people see it in a negative light, it's also a lot of blessings that came with that.
Yeah,
Definitely a lot of blessings.
And a lot of
that came with
stimmy money.
Oh, you can't forget that. A lot of dudes came up. A lot of dudes came up off that.
Yeah,
that's real.
Man.
I mean, the way I look at it, you know, sometimes the world, you know, they say gotta sit you down for a minute.
Right.
Everything was just moving too fast, especially before it even happened. A lot of things was just moving a little too fast.
Yeah.
So we needed that time just to sit back and realize, you feel me, the world just messed up. The world just messed up.
Now let's get back over. They saying, the CDC just saying that if you fully vaccinated, you don't need no mask, man. But I'm still wearing mine, man.
I'm wearing mine. I'm wearing mine.
Like I ain't about to jump out the water, jump in the deep end just yet, man. I'm still chilling, man.
Definitely.
Staying safe, man. Social distancing, all that, man.
Hey, listen, with everything opening back up, I feel like everybody's gonna be rushing to go out.
Yeah.
And that's gonna cause a lot of problems.
Yeah, it's like that shit just up and went away. COVID.
Oh, in a matter of a week. In a matter of a week. Everybody forgot what happened last year.
Right. Now things is back open. Everybody like forget it.
Matter of fact, I wouldn't even say they forgot it. I feel like we've adapted and it became the norm. You know, like before everybody knew what COVID was and they seen how it was affecting it, everybody was scared.
Yeah.
And then it got hot out.
Weather changed.
It got hot out. And they say, yo,
we gotta get out. Yeah.
Gotta come get me. You gotta come get me.
Oh, man. Hey, man, that's a good thing, man. Everybody cramped up. Everybody ready to let loose, man. Get back out here. Get back to life, man. Start living. All these cheap flights, everybody still catching these flights, man. Everybody loving it, right? So it's definitely been a good thing coming from it.
Definitely. I feel like with everything that's about to happen right now, it's going to be a rush because I heard they upping prices on everything. We going through a different, they done gave all that money out. They want that money back.
Oh, yeah.
They want that money back.
They know the money is out here, so they got to up the prices, man.
They see it. Everybody, I'm the most that I'm excited for is touring. Because me, I'm a concert. I'm a concert goer.
Yeah.
I'm a concert goer.
Yeah.
You'll see me at a lot of concerts, but I'm interested to see how they started off. If they're gonna go back to the old usual thing, or if they're gonna have it a little different due to COVID.
Yeah, I mean they just had this little concert at the casino. It wasn't at full capacity though, you know, people was in there, but man, that's a start, man. We can't just jump back, we gotta ease into it, you know what I'm saying? That's definitely a good thing. They still taking safety protocols, you know, just not rushing for the money. They know that money gonna be there. Well, that's the casino. That's money all day.
That ain't going nowhere.
That's money all day, man. But everybody starting businesses like that. That was a good thing about this. Like people sitting down and really getting this money but then they making plans and you know what I'm saying, starting businesses, getting LLCs, man. Everybody
Definitely.
like doing their thing, man. That shit feel good to see people really coming up and taking advantage of these opportunities, you know, within all the mass, like all the craziness, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like as far as with that, because even I sat down and realized it, because you really sometimes, you know, 24 hours in a day ain't enough. So once they take away jobs and they give you free money, whether it's free, we don't know. Yeah, we might still have to pay for it, but
we gonna pay for it in some way.
exactly. So as of right now, it's looked at as free money.
Right.
So when you really got time, because 24 hours ain't enough, you got time to sit down and really look at things. You had to try new things, man. Go hiking, do things that you usually don't do.
Right.
People who had dreams, but they had to let them dreams go because they have the everyday 9 to 5 and they got kids and this and the third.
Yeah.
But when you take away the job and they still keep you at a certain your finances at a certain way, you got the time to actually focus on things you always wanted to do.
Right.
And that's one of the blessings that I feel like COVID showed us, like, hey, or the ones who are at work all the time ain't got time to hang out with their kids all the time, or they spend so much time away from their families. That
definitely a time to, you know, get those stronger bonds, you know what I'm saying, with your family and your loved ones, you know, because it was a lot of death as well. So, you know, you had to get closer with your family and your circle, you know what I'm saying? That
some people don't realize they ain't like they family. What you talking about?
Crept up in that house all day, like, nigga, I got to get the fuck out of here.
Who drank the last of the soda? It ain't put the bottle in the trash. You feel me? Like, you realize that shit too. Like, damn, I need my own crib. Hey,
niggas moving out, man. I'm going to the garage, nigga. That's the man cave now.
I'm out. Y'all got me fucked up. Y'all got me fucked up in here.
That's crazy.
So it was a little bit of both. A little bit of both. But what you more excited for when everything, you know, with everything opening up?
Me, just vacationing and living, man, just chilling, being able to chill, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I wasn't doing too much before COVID, but it's like when you get restricted and half the time you really couldn't go out to eat, you can't travel, planes and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still chilling on that for a minute. I'm gonna wait and for a couple more months and shit, probably the end of the year and start before I get back on the planes and stuff. I gotta see how this thing play out, man. I ain't too fast to jump out there.
That's
still
what
chilling.
I'm saying. Like, my peoples, they want to do a little trip. But I told them I'm scared to leave the country.
But I don't know what those guidelines are though.
Yeah,
as far as
do your research.
Do you have to have the vaccine? I know at one point they were saying you gotta have the vaccine to get on, to go ahead, leave the country and all this other shit.
That's Jamaica.
I don't even understand that.
Right now, just stay in the US. Hey.
What do you feel about that vaccine though?
I feel like they going about it the wrong way when it comes to like promoting it. They promoting it like they promoting an album or
right.
Themselves.
They got all the celebrities and
you get a free meal at White Castle.
Yeah, like,
you go get the vaccine, like, whoa.
It doesn't make sense. Like, it's even like with the vaccine for me, like, I look at it and this shit is like common sense to me because you can still catch COVID with the vaccine, right?
Yeah.
Then they had I was watching the news, they had a few cases where people have passed away from taking the vaccine. They say it's a small percentage, but it shouldn't be no percentage. Like, if this is you know, what they say, CDA approved and all that other shit, like, it shouldn't be nobody passing away from taking this vaccine.
I will say one thing, it's like they definitely came a long way from when they first started it off, because when I seen that lady faint on TV, I was like, that wasn't a good way to kick that off.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like,
kick that off.
Even with them approving the vaccine, it's rushed. It was rushed because of a lot of people passing away. So it was like a state of emergency. So I don't think it went through the proper protocol to get out here for people to be like test dummies out here.
At that point,
that's what it basically was. And it's like, dude, this shit. Man, it take years to come up with vaccines, man. Them niggas did that shit in 2 days, nigga. This shit
way
crazy.
Too quick. And that's how I feel. Like, you know, they was talking crazy when it came to certain states getting rid of the mask mandate, where it's like, okay, y'all ain't gotta wear it in certain states.
Right.
A few weeks later, hey, nobody gotta wear a mask as long as y'all got the vaccine.
Right.
How did it happen that fast?
And that's what I'm saying. Even with the extra strain, they saying it was different strands of COVID out here, which the vaccine has no effect on. So you can still catch the second strand. Now all of a sudden the second strand is gone. Nobody's talking about those anymore. But it's like it's okay. Like that shit just don't make sense to me. So that's why I'm still masking up. I'm still taking the same safety procedures, man. I keep that hand sanitizer on deck.
I don't play about that. Like,
yeah,
listen,
man.
that's why I'm saying, like, with the COVID shit, we gonna get right eventually. I give it another year.
Yeah.
Before we look at it and we talking about it in past tense.
Yeah, that's definitely a good thing. That's what I'm, that's gonna be a blessing right there in itself. You know what I'm saying? Just to get past this, like this is gonna definitely be something we look back at and be like, wow, we survived that. It was crazy. It was crazy.
And since we so close to the end of it, my question to you would be like, how did this affect your life the most?
How did it affect me?
Yeah.
I mean, it really, I stayed working, so it really didn't affect me too much because I really wasn't hanging out. I wasn't doing all the other stuff anyway. So it was like, it was work, home, chill, focus, and get my plans together. You know what I'm saying? I can really say that I took advantage of this time to really get my things in order. You know what I'm saying? To better myself. So that was cool for me, man. What about you?
Honestly, if anything, this just made my life 10 times better. I was grateful not to lose anybody close to me during COVID.
Right.
So that was already a plus. So, of course, you got friends and other acquaintances that lost people.
Yeah.
So you there to comfort them. But me personally, I haven't lost anybody from COVID.
Yeah.
I honestly thought I had COVID before COVID was announced.
But a lot of people had it before it was even, you know what I'm saying? Nobody even knew about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but in all reality, it kind of slowed me down because I was into going out a lot.
Right.
I definitely was into going out a lot. But with all that take away, you really got to deal with other things that you may not have to deal with when you always out. And when you deal with those things and you confront them things head on,
right,
now you living problem free. you feel more free when you move around. You feel more fresh out the box, like. So I needed that.
It's definitely been good. It's like now a lot of artists are dropping new music and the internet is going crazy because I swear I made a post. I said like let social media tell it. Every week there's a new GOAT. You know what I'm saying? I swear just last week when Jay-Z and Nas dropped that Sorry Not Sorry, everybody like Jay-Z, Nas, now J. Cole dropped, oh man, this nigga's the GOAT. It's like, damn, like.
But, hey, the way I look
like
at
every week.
There's a line of them. It's just different generations.
Oh,
Jay-Z, Nas, they the GOAT, their generation.
Oh man, I just say when you say GOAT, I'm just looking at that's one
overall.
Overall, that's it. You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot to get to that. That takes time.
But that's the thing. If I'm playing devil's advocate, I wouldn't even put a lot of people up there that people call GOATs. Let's talk about it. I mean,
GOATs. We talking GOATs.
I can say it was a lot of influential people.
No, but that's when you get into that top 5 list. You know what I'm saying? And people like when I think of top 5, I think overall. Lyrics, impact. You know what I'm saying? Songs. You know what I'm saying? Just the total package, not just bars. Now you can make a top 5 of just bars, like that's different. And I think that's where a lot of people, it's a big discussion because some people just go off of bars, and some people, like I said, I go off the overall package of everything. You know what I'm saying? That's total.
In reality, who would you put in your top 3?
Top 3?
Top 3. Ain't no room for 4 or 5. Top 3.
I would go Jay-Z. Jay-Z number 1. Only reason I have Jay-Z number 1 because what he's done outside of music.
Okay.
That's it. You know, his music, I think Nas is a better rapper than Jay-Z.
You like the rap godfather.
I just, everything he's done outside of music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He took his platform to a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? That's why I would put him 1. That's the only reason why. And he's tough. He can spit. He's definitely one of those top 5 lyricists, but I don't think he's number 1. I think Biggie is the greatest of all time when it comes to lyrics. Hands down, Biggie, hands down for me. That's my opinion. But Jay-Z number 1. Number 2, I would go Pac. More because of he's in the Bob Marley, Michael Jackson of rap type shit. You know, he's known, he's more influential. He wasn't the best rapper. He was not the best lyricist by far, but the content that he was talking about, man, it's totally relatable on all levels of life. Like the stuff that he was, it's just influential. Like Pac was that. He's in that Bob Marley Michael conversation. You know what I'm saying? As far as rap. And
Definitely.
number 3, I would have to go with. Damn, I'm like tied with Nas and Rick Ross, man. I gotta put Ross
I'm
up.
honest with you.
Ross needs his respect, my nigga.
Come
Ross
on.
needs his respect, man. He has just as many albums, even more, probably more hits than Nas. You know what I'm saying? I just put Nas up there because stuff that he's doing outside of music now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But man, Ross, you gotta put some respect on his name, man.
It's funny because I thought for a second we was gonna have a disagreement because Ross was definitely in my top 3.
Yeah,
but since you said that, we straight.
Nah, like I said, I have to put Nas up there because of what he's doing now, especially with the what he say, the cryptocurrency.
Oh yeah.
The extra stuff that he's doing. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta put him up there now because he touching that bag now. You know what I'm saying? That's just the total package outside of the music. I mean, Ross got his little businesses and things too. He's doing his thing outside of rap, but I mean, musically, he is just an animal, man.
But let's put it like this. So you know how everybody put Biggie and Tupac on a pedestal because of who they were before they passed. Now, there's some people that would say certain artists wouldn't be as big as they were if they were still alive. Do you believe that?
I mean, you can't tell. That's like, you don't know. I think Biggie, I mean, at that time period, Biggie was the nigga. Even Jay-Z wasn't, he was like up under him. You know what I'm saying? I can't say Jay wouldn't have did it because before rap, Jay-Z was a hustler. He was a go-getter. Yeah. So with that platform, I still think he would have been something crazy because that hustler is in him. You know what I'm saying? It was before rap, he was getting to it. So I can't say that he wouldn't be as big because he's a hustler. I mean, a lot of the shit as far as his rapping, I don't think he would have been big as far as a rapper if Siegel didn't take on all them beefs that they took on earlier before Jay-Z got too big when he was touchable back then.
Yeah.
If Nas was able to get to him back then and Kiss and them was able to get the whole back then before Jay-Z became bigger, they couldn't get through Sieg. So they had a problem with Sieg. So Jay played that, like you said, that Godfather. Nigga, you can't get through him to get through me. You know what I'm saying? But Sieg held that nigga down. So that if that ether would have came out way before Jay was untouchable, yeah, that probably the playing field probably would have been different. But I still think Jay would have been, he would have did his thing because he's a hustler.
But let's be honest, Jay-Z got a grudge since that ether dropped.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And he ain't never letting that go.
Nah,
he ain't letting that shit go at all.
Ain't no way. No way. He still gotta, tap him on the chest a little bit. Just watch out.
Yeah, like we cool, but I ain't forget.
Yeah,
I ain't forget.
Yeah.
That's one of those things. So, obviously there's a generational gap between me and you.
Right. Right, you
Right
listen
now.
to a lot of you listen to a lot of music. You got some good music though.
I feel like I got some great ears. I got a great ear for music, and I feel like that's the unique part that can tap into different generations.
Right,
Because
right.
I can listen to the old shit and not be like certain dudes be like, man, turn this old shit off, man. What the
Yeah.
fuck is it? Nah, because a lot of the new rappers are the old shit just in a new era.
Right.
In all reality, there's a reason we sample a lot of music.
And that's the crazy part. Niggas would disrespect that old shit, but then they sampling the hell out of it and then making them hits. Because
be
now the
banging.
older generation like, hey, I remember that. And then they on it, you know what I'm saying?
So right now, because I'm not sure exactly who you've been listening to, but right now in the industry,
Young?
it could be like, if they still rapping, if they active rappers right now,
Listen.
top 3 active rappers.
I
right
only
now.
listen to my era.
Only listen to your
I
era.
only, like, I have like, okay, I listen to a Tory. I love Tory. He gets busy. I listen to her. She gets busy. But that's Tiana Taylor. Like, I'm really not interested in too many other new artists. Like, I'm just not, I'm stuck in my, like, in my era. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not nothing against this new era. I'm just grown, and I want to hear some grown man shit. You feel me? So I listen to a Ross still get it in. Fab, you know what I'm saying? They still getting it in.
The ones that was
So
still
yeah,
around
you know what I'm
back then,
saying?
that's still here today.
That's where I'm at with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't wanna listen to nothing about no gang and you know all that, cause I'm not on that type of time. So I keep my energy good. You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like because you only listen to your era and your generational music, that maybe it affects you when you're in the studio and creating?
Nah.
Because you know how like some people, because the sound changes. Sound
Yeah,
changes
but you
a
know
lot.
what? You know what? I'm not trying to attract this young era. I know my age. Like me personally, I still want to hear a Jadakiss drop a new album because he's gonna talk what my ears like. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to attract these young cats when I make music because they probably can't even understand some of the shit that I talk when I talk. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's not relatable. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still like, I'm talking grown man shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these young niggas don't understand it because they running around ganging and black all that other shit. Like real shit. It's nothing wrong with it. It's just not for me. There's nothing wrong with it because we had that when in our era. You know what I'm saying? Niggas was talking that crazy shit, but it was at that age we thought it was cool. But now that I'm older, I don't want to hear that shit. Like that shit, that's why a lot of motherfuckers is dealing with anxiety and depression now, my nigga. All this shit is bad energy. Niggas is stressed out. But nigga, I promise you, this shit is crazy. Real shit, man. These niggas talking about killing each other so much. There's so much death in the air, and this shit's so crazy because we just watched that Lil Reese goddamn video where he just got shot. Like it's like normalizing people getting killed. Like there's some video game shit out here.
That's the problem though.
Niggas
it's
is
like,
desensitized. Like these
it happens so
this shit's
often.
crazy.
So often. It happens so often. And
man.
it's like, I feel like majority of the music is weird because I sometimes I don't even want to hear that shit either. And I want certain artists to branch off and make something other than that. But then I also understand this is just what they know.
Right.
Some people just, it's what they know. Just like when you create music, you on your grown man shit and you rapping about royalties and all that shit.
Yeah, definitely.
That's because that's what you know right now. That's
what I'm on. That's what I'm talking. That's where I'm at with it. So it's like for me to flood my ears with some shit that ain't gonna do me no good. I'm not saying it's not good music, but it's just not for me. It's not gonna help me in any way, or even, you know what I'm saying? It's like I don't want to hear it. I'm good. I like to hear good music, good melody, somebody that's talking and saying something. And not saying they're not saying nothing, but most of it is just the same recycled bars. It's the same shit, most of it.
See, that's why you gotta have a young king like me around. A young king like me around.
I'm not about to shuffle through all this music and I'm keeping, it's like, you can listen to fucking 50 songs and 48 of them be the same shit, and then you gotta find that too. But I don't have the time to sit there to find that too within that 50.
That's why, like, even when it comes down to it, I don't even, when it come to the rap shit, I said, man, I ain't even gonna put this on Glenn. He ain't gonna wanna hear this shit.
Nah,
but
man, because
one thing I will put on you, because me and you are big fans of R&B. When it, just like we did a little version
right.
I hear some fire R&B. Oh, first thing let me send this shit.
Yeah. Nah, it's some dope artists out there, and I'm not definitely not saying cats isn't talented. Like they doing their thing, man. They getting to it. I respect these young dudes that's really getting to it. You know what I'm saying? Because they doing a lot of things a lot of my era cats is not doing, wasn't doing, didn't even have the opportunity to do. You know what I'm saying? So I respect the grind and everything these young cats is doing. Like even like Lil Baby, I just like he the top nigga now. Like I'm doing this thing, but I'm just not on what these niggas talking about.
Right now it's a rough moment in hip hop because they saying Lil Baby the new Drake. Like we in the Lil Baby era now.
We in the Lil Baby era? I wouldn't know. I'm still listening to G-Unit. Like, you feel me? This is what I'm listening to. This is what I know, man. Yeah. But that's dope though.
That's one thing is like, cause everybody familiar with Drake.
Right.
And maybe you won't be familiar now, but eventually your ear's gonna come across it and you're gonna be like, oh, who this?
Yeah.
You gonna know when you hear it. Cause he have yet to fail. That's one thing about Lil Baby. He have yet to fail.
That's dope, man. I'm like I said, hey, more shots out to Lil Baby, man. Keep doing your thing, man. It's just not on my radar. None of that is on my radar. Unless he get on some shit with I gotta hear something with him or Ross or Fab. If he hop on something with them and I just catch him in passing, then I'ma fuck with it. I'm definitely gonna fuck with it.
Definitely.
But I'm on my energy, man. I need my shit like good, man. That's where I'm at with it, man. Life is too short, and it's like these young cats, like they not valuing life no more. So I try to like that plays a major part in it. Like I try to stay away from all of that because niggas don't even care no more.
I think a lot of people just need help. A lot of people need help.
Yeah, but then you gotta want help.
That's the thing. We live in an era where it wasn't cool to go to a therapist. Not only that, you could get rejected, declined from a lot of shit just having that on your record. Like, oh, I used to go to therapy for this, therapy for that. I seen it. I know dudes that can't get they pistol permit because they went to therapy for some shit.
I mean, and rightfully so, because you know they don't know how stable you are, and they don't want to be responsible for that. Oh, we gave him a pistol permit, but he's crazy. So you gotta look at it at a different angle as well, man.
Right.
That's how this shit is, man. But you know, self care. We speak that a lot. You know, take care of yourself, man. Live this life. Man, listen. You only get one of these things, man. Value this motherfucker, man. Value it, man. This shit is crazy though, man. But it's definitely, man, you know, it's definitely felt good to get back seated the beat. You know what I'm saying? It's just the beginning, man. We coming back with more joints, more goddamn episodes, man. Just to, you know, get back at it. You know, I feel like they messing me out here. Everybody, yo, what up? I need to get in. It's coming, baby. Your boy back, man. We getting back to it, man.
The presence was missed. The presence was definitely missed.
Yeah, man.
I can't tell you. I checked YouTube a couple of times. I'm like, yo,
shit just been quiet, man. Shit just been quiet.
What you doing?
But we back at it, man. Shout out to Ashley, man. Shout out to you, man. She's nursing right now. She got a baby on the way.
Wow.
You know, shout out to Amber. Amber doing her thing too, man. I can't wait to get the team back together and get it back popping, man. But man, thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all hit that like button, that subscribe. Backseat of the V, man. Till the next time, man. We'll see y'all, man.
Backseat of my Jeep, let's swing an episode. Backseat of my Jeep, let's swing an episode. Backseat of my Jeep, let's swing an episode.